You were a day 3 pick in the draft, so you had to wait your turn to make your mark in the NFL.
I kept telling myself that things would work out if I worked hard and helped my team improve. I caught a break early on. One of the starters took me under his wing during training camp, and I definitely needed someone looking out for me because the NFL is so much different than college. He said I had the right attitude and was looking forward to seeing me at practice. The encouragement gave me a boost and made me even more determined to show the team what I was capable of.
Fellas, it's put up or shut up time. I know you've seen the press. Their offense has been talking smack about us all week. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to settle the score. Let's focus on the game plan and get ready for Sunday.
Where? Where?
Ready? 45. One.
R1.
33. Pillow.
Triangle.
Ready. Ready.
R1. R2.
Well, fellas, there's not a whole lot I can say about that performance today. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Because if we repeat what I saw out there today at our next practice, It is going to be a very long season. We can do better.
Retry.
Come on, set. Black 40. Ready, ready.
R1.
Ready up. Go.
Triangle.
Here we go, here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready, go.
Square.
Let's go. Black 95. Set, hut.
Square. R2.
Ready, yellow 43. Ready, go.
R1. Retry.
Let's go now. Yellow 22. Set, go.
Square. R2.
Here we go, set. 10 black. Set, go.
Triangle. R2.
Down. 52 blue. Hut, hut.
R1.
Here we go. 53. Hut, go.
R1.
Ready, set. Hut, hut.
Triangle. Retry.
Ready, ready. Set, hut.
Square.
Okay, right. Ready, ready.
Triangle.
Set, ready. Blue 32. Ready, ready.
Triangle. R2. R2.
Set, red 38. Go.
R1.
Ready, ready. 45. One. Ready, go.
Triangle. R2.
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
I felt really good about my first few practices, and I was confident that Coach felt the same way when he called me into his office. It had been a long, hard road to this point, and there was still a lot of ground to cover. but I slept well that night knowing that I had a future in the league.
My player card. Ratings. Progression history. Abilities. Undefined is selected. 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 You have 5 options. Undefined is selected. Undefined is selected. Undefined is selected. You have 5. Undefined is selected. My player. Continue.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does. And you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
JoJo Natson on the return.
Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 30 options. Bikes under. Zone week. Bikes under.
They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First carry for Nick Chubb. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's got it. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8
Austin Seibert on for the extra point.
Options. Bad attempt is selected.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So that drive, 4 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now we see the Packers coming out, their first drive on offense, and at the helm, as always, their 8-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 16th season now, Aaron Rodgers.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, you're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, you have a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talked about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot in the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flinches with a catch over the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 mics and 2 bus.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And that's something we saw Jones finding his way into the end zone with a rushing touchdown. Had his best season on the ground in his young career. First time he was over 1,000 yards, and he tied Christian McCaffrey for the most rushing touchdowns in the league with 16. Green Bay had a balanced offense and a big-time record last year.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
And it's Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. JoJo Natson now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Good job. Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. Nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
There are 8 categories. You have 3 options. Each will be selected.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns have taken the lead. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And there was so much that was impressive about this play, but it wasn't just what he did downfield. How about what he did behind the line of scrimmage? This wasn't a play where he just had a direct path to get him downfield and make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage. And in the end, that became a tremendous run.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Entering play call.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of that.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. Packers 7.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Entering play call, coach suggests Tarek.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Tyler Irvin back deep. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On first down, Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. Now it's second down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers now to throw. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 8 categories. Slot shallow, roll combo, stick.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Following the interception, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This will be caught just inside the 10. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal.
Entering play call, string flood, roll combo. Player, recent plays, there are 8 categories. You have 9 options. Southeast corner is selected.
They'll run with Chubb. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Cybered on for the PAT.
You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Entering play
That's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Rodgers going to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd? Shotgun now for Rodgers. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. 1st down, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Browns add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of sweep kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. 1-yard line. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. We've got 2 more after this one, and then we get it all started, as we normally do, on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
6 options. Kickoff left is selected.